First, we'd like to welcome everybody here this morning. Before we get started, we want to take a moment to remind you to please turn off all unnecessary electronic devices as a courtesy to the artists and those around you, especially since we're streaming this announcement live on CMAAwards.com. For our media guests in attendance, the artists and executives will be available for interviews at the conclusion of the press conference. We'll take a few minutes for photos, and then we'll conduct broadcast interviews from the stage, followed by syndicated radio and print interviews in our boardroom over here to the side. Staff from CMA will help you direct our media guests to their locations. For those of you on deadline, we'll have USB kits available with photos and all related press materials at the conclusion of the event. At 3:00 p.m. Eastern today, we will be servicing a video highlights reel of the announcements with interview and music video footage of our nominees to aid you in your coverage of the 2012 CMA Awards. And now it's my great honor to introduce the Chief Executive Officer of CMA, Steve Moore.
Thank you all. Good morning. Welcome to CMA World here. We're glad you're here sharing this exciting time with us this morning. It's my pleasure to introduce the President, CEO of Sony Publishing, our President of the CMA Board of Directors, the wonderful Troy Tomlinson. Please make him welcome.
Good morning. On behalf of the board and everyone at the CMA, I'd like to welcome our CMA members and to country music's biggest morning as we reveal the finalists for the 46th Annual CMA Awards and announce our nominees for the 2012 Broadcast Awards for Station and Radio Personality of the Year. This is a big year for us here at the CMA. The 46th Annual CMA Awards will be held Thursday, November the 1st at the Bridgestone Arena. Brad Paisley and Carrie Underwood will once again co-host that event. This is their 5th time. I think you would agree with me that they make a terrific team. They have not only a great chemistry and undeniable comic or comedic, whichever word it should be, timing. They have the respect of our industry, and they do a pretty good job of entertaining as well. But today, we aren't just here to celebrate the final nominees for the 2012 CMA Awards. We are also here acknowledging the finalists for the CMA Broadcast Awards. And this is especially meaningful since earlier this year, CMA proclaimed 2012 as the year of country radio. These stations and radio professionals do an outstanding job every single day of broadening the scope of country music, of introducing our artists to their listeners, and acting as industry ambassadors in their individual markets. They are an important constituent group, and as part of the Year of Country Radio, the CMA gave each country radio station in the United States complimentary organizational membership and 2 individual memberships for the general manager and the program director at each station. To recognize their commitment, talent, and contribution to the industry, each year we present the CMA Broadcast Awards to the outstanding radio personalities and stations of the year. These are awarded in major, large, medium, and small markets, as well as honoring the National Broadcast Personality of the Year. To announce the finalists today, we have a very special guest joining us who is no stranger to country radio. This South Carolina native began writing songs at a young age. I understand he was influenced from folks that spanned Garth Brooks to Aerosmith. Me too. He recently topped the charts with his first platinum-selling #1 hit, "A Woman Like You." He has scored back-to-back Billboard Awards in 2010 and in 2011 for the most played country song of the year. The only thing that would have made that better is if I'd have been his publisher on those songs, but we can work on that. His current single, "Hard to Love," is climbing the Billboard country charts. I noticed yesterday it's already in the top 20. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the stage Lee Brice.
Well, good morning. Before we get rolling here, I do want to say that I'm so happy to be able to be here. introducing these nominees because country radio has really taken what I've been following, my dream that I've been chasing for so long, and they've made it become a reality. So it's amazing how life can change, and this has been good. So let's get this thing rolling here. All right, we ready? Let's see here. The nominees for Small Market Broadcast Personality of the Year are Barrett, Fox, and Berry, Bill Barrett, Tim Fox, and Tracy Berry, KKNU, Eugene, Springfield, Oregon. Dex and Mo Show, Bill Poindexter and Melissa Turner, WUSY, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Get on it. The Eddie Fox Show, Eddie Fox and Sharon Green, WKSF, Asheville, North Carolina. Gary Nelson and Kelly, Gary Greenwood, Josh Nelson, and Kelly Westland, KFGE, Lincoln, Nebraska. And Officer Don and Deanne, Don Chase and Deanne Stevens, WBUL, Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky. All right. Nominees for the Small Market Radio Station of the Year. WGSQ, Cookeville, Tennessee. WKSF, Asheville, North Carolina. WKXC, Augusta, Georgia. WLLR, Quad Cities, Davenport, Rock Island, Iowa, Moline, Illinois. WUSY, Chattanooga, Tennessee. I think we might have somebody in the house today. Cool. All right, moving on. Nominees for Medium Market Broadcast Personality of the Year are the 97 Country Breakfast Club, Tom O'Brien, Roger Todd, and Melissa Moraine, WPCV, Lakeland, Winter Haven, Florida. Andy and Allison and the Morning Crew, Andy Ritchie and Allison Mincer, WIVK, Knoxville, Tennessee. Buzz Jackson, KIIM, Tucson, Arizona. Ellis and Bradley Morning Show, Bill Ellis and Beth Bradley, WSSL, Greenville, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Got a show there tomorrow. Awesome. Kevin Richards Show, Kevin Richards, WGNA, Albany, Troy, New York. Party Marty, Michelle in the Morning Tailgate, Marty Mitchell, WKMK, Monmouth, Ocean, New Jersey. All right, the nominees for the Large Market Broadcast Personality of the Year. Angie Ward, WTQR, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, High Point, North Carolina. Big Dave and Chelsea, Dave Chandler and Chelsea Schinkel, WUBE, Cincinnati, Ohio. Mornings with Dave O'Brien, WLHK, Indianapolis, Indiana. Q Morning Crew, Mike Wells, Marty Young, and Jane Carruthers, WKDR, Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. KJ and Friends, Randy Carroll and Jamie Martin, KAJA, San Antonio, Texas. How we going? We're good out here? Yeah, all right. I know it's early. Here we go. All right, the nominees for Major Market Broadcast Personality of the Year. Fitz in the Morning, Corey Fitzner, Ellen Taylor, Tony Russell, and Randy the Biscuit Steen, KKWF, Seattle, Tacoma, Washington. K102, Wake Up Crew, Donna Valentine, and Mike Mooseman. KEEY, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. The Laurie D. Young Morning Show, Laurie D. Young, WPOC, Baltimore, Maryland. Mike and Amy, Mike Chase and Amy Faust, KWJJ, Portland, Oregon. Paul Schatt Morning Show, Paul Schatt and Meg Butterly, WKKT, Charlotte, Gastonia, North Carolina, and Rock Hill, South Carolina. All right, moving on. The nominees for Major Market Radio Station of the Year. KNIX, Phoenix, Arizona. KWJJ, Portland, Oregon. WKLB, Boston, Massachusetts. WMZQ, Washington, D.C. WPOC, Baltimore, Maryland. And we've got one more here. Are we ready? Here we go. The nominees for National Broadcast Personality of the Year are Whitney Allen, The Big Time with Whitney Allen, Dial Global. Lon Helton, CMT's Country Countdown USA with Lon Helton, Westwood One. Lorraine Crook and Charlie Chase, The Crook and Chase Countdown. Jim Owens, Entertainment and Premier Networks. So there are your nominees. Let's give them a round of applause.
Thanks, Lee. One of the most valued partners that CMA has at radio is Premier Networks, and for 16 years they have provided live radio coverage of these announcements. Today is no exception. We are delighted that they are delivering this good news directly to the radio stations. CMA is also providing a live stream of today's announcements, and we are now going to turn it over to Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan to announce the finalists to the 2012 CMA Awards live from New York City. Let's hear it, guys.